Idiosyncrasies.
Beautiful.
That was good. That was good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Idiosyncrasies. I'm your host, Trey. With me, as always, Landon and Jared. I got a little bit worried about Landon this time, but it's all right. He cut it with 3 minutes to live, so.
Hey, look, man. It said 7:55 on my computer, so I don't know if the 20-minute drive between us is that much of a distance, but don't give me, man.
Jared, are you good? Did you just cut out already?
I'm good.
Okay, I was like, oh damn, that was fast. All right, so top of the show, as we always do, we'll talk about some music we've been listening to, and then we'll get into it. Landon, go ahead and or Jared, sorry, go ahead and kick us off.
Okay.
It's like it's gonna happen, and I'm just gonna wait for you to respond, and you're gonna actually be kicked off like that.
All right, so I'm only gonna recommend one song. Where'd you go?
Better be fucking good, dude.
Monkberry Moon Delight.
Great fucking song. I love that. I was actually humming that earlier today.
I told Trey, I was like, I'm gonna only recommend one song, but I think Landon will appreciate it.
I love that
McCartney.
Yeah.
He just screams through it the whole time. I'm all for that. Monkberry Moon Delight.
Okay, the two songs I recommend is "I'm Sleeping In" by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a fucking banger.
And
then "Fire in the Water" by Pond, another fucking banger. All right, Trey.
I have got "Old Number 7" by The Devil Makes Three. Wait, I might have recommended that one before.
So, I'll see if it is.
I'll say if it comes up, let me know.
Nope, we're good.
Nope, we're good. All right, and then "Sleeping on the Blacktop" by Coulter Wall. Will sent me a TikTok. It's like, if you like your grandpa's music, and I was like, fuck, I already listened to a lot of these.
Fuck my grandpa's music.
Fuck my grandpa's music. Actually, I'll throw in his third one since Jared only did one. "Alabama" by Bishop Gunn. That's Gunn with 2 N's.
Got it.
Got some real bluesy, bluesgrass, whatever music from me today. Oh, I thought you were doing a heart. I didn't realize you were trying to open something.
I'm opening my location-specific bag of chips.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Len. Okay, so for those of you who haven't noticed, I am not in my college dorm room right now.
I didn't notice.
Jared, I don't know if you talked about it before, but your microphone sounds really compressed today. What's up with that?
AirPods. I didn't bring my real headset with me because I'm home. But anyways, we're supposed to be putting in new carpet in my living room, right? And my brother has a brother-in-law who did it professionally for like 20 years or something like that. And he installed like the carpet in my room, the guest room, shit like that. So he was supposed to do it, but he doesn't have a reliable vehicle. So my brother always brings him. Well, he was supposed to do it last weekend, but then my brother got put on call at his work. So he's like, I can't like come up and do that. And we're like, okay, that's fair. I was like, and I wasn't going to be there. And then he's like, I can do next weekend though. I was like, sweet. I'll come home next weekend and help out because I'm not doing anything. This dude texted my mom this morning. He's like, yeah, so wasn't feeling very well, so I have to get a COVID test at work. And they told me my results wouldn't be here till tomorrow night or Sunday. Yeah. So I'm not going to come. I was like, you motherfucker. Now I'm home for no reason. I'm just going to be doing what I would be doing at school. Sitting around, eating chips, talking to some dudes.
That's rough, buddy. I don't have anything to talk about today. I'm really like counting on you guys to like foster something. I have nothing today.
So John Mulaney.
John Mulaney
on
in
Twitter,
a room full of mosquitoes.
John Mulaney unfollowed everyone he followed on Twitter except the United States Secret Service. It's the only page he's following now.
I think this is a
In case you were
publicity
curious.
stunt. This is a publicity stunt for the show.
His show is going to be at the White House. He's going to put Joe Biden in a box full of mosquitoes.
He's going to put the entirety of the United States Secret Service into a box full of mosquitoes.
Oh man.
Last one standing wins.
Johnny Mulaney and his co-host West Nile Horan. Let's bring it back. Let's do another whole episode on this one.
Well, he's been announcing more tour dates. There's one in Philadelphia, and I was like, that'd be kind of cool to go see a show. But
so, have you guys been to the new Walmart?
There's a new like a third Walmart,
or the
no,
one.
The West Walmart.
Remodeled, yeah, the one that's by the Waffle House.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I've not been there.
Thumbs down.
I was like,
really?
My mom told me they moved the dog food over where like the baby stuff was.
They moved everything. I hate it. The entire front, I hate it.
Oh.
The bathrooms, I fucking hate it.
Is it recent? Like, did they just recently change a bunch of stuff? Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, they've been working on it for quite a while.
Okay.
Like the front part, they had kind of.
I was saying that's the one where they cleared out like all the paint. And Landon, like, where the fuck did all the paint go?
I guess that's right. I do remember talking about that.
And that was back during 4th of July.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, it's almost September already.
The bathroom sucks. The bathroom fucking sucks. I hate the bathroom. They made it like postmodern when they have like lights behind the fucking bathroom mirrors.
I was gonna say, it's like postmodern. What does that mean? They put windows in the bathroom? Like,
there's a jukebox in there.
Jukebox.
I felt like they're like someone was on break, but there's supposed to be someone in there like washing my hands for me, or giving me complimentary soap. I'm like, I can't do this.
They lick the dirt from underneath your
fingernails.
I did not like it at all. I thought it sucked.
No,
I can't say I frequent bathrooms at Walmart.
No, yeah, it's usually like I avoid that at all costs.
Look, man, if you gotta go, you gotta go, man. But I honestly was contemplating: do I have to go?
Gotta be real with you. I don't know what it is about the local mall, but if I'm ever walking through the mall, I have to take a dump immediately.
That's how.
I think it's the carpet. I think the carpet put the spell on me.
There's something. Okay, so that's like an actual thing, and it's like people notice it a lot with bookstores, with like Barnes and Noble. People would walk into a Barnes and Noble and immediately have to shit.
My thing is Joanne Fabrics, and I watched a TikTok the other day saying, "Hey, does anyone have the weird sensation to poop when you're at a fabric store?" I'm like, "Yes." Outstandingly, yes.
A book, actually.
I want us to write a book on how many times, like all of the just vague TikTok references we've made. I think we've made one an episode so far. It's like, so I saw a TikTok.
It's such like TikTok really took the world by storm.
Yeah, it did. It's the new Vine. Like, it really is the new Vine.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was aiming for.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it originally Musical.ly? Is that right?
Yeah, that was the acapella app.
Yeah, nuts.
Because like I saw a TikTok today. Well, no, it was a tweet, and it was like, I wish I started making TikToks in 2019 because I could be sitting across from Beyonce at the Met Gala right now.
Yep.
I was like, damn. Yeah, because I mean, you know that one guy, he just sits there, like he'll watch a random TikTok and then he'll just like go like that.
Oh,
and doesn't say any words.
Cobby Lame.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
He's like the second most followed account behind Charlie D'Amelio right now because he just blew up so fast.
Yep.
Like people make livings off of that.
Nuts.
I saw one today. I sent it to you guys before we started. But it was like Charlie, the streamer Charlie. I can't think of his like actual Twitch name. But it was like
Moist Critical.
That's right. Yeah, Critical. And it was something about like he was watching a video and it's like like a beam of light comes into frame, hits the ground, flies back up, and people were like, "This is like an angel."
Yeah.
And then like, people were saying this is an angel for 9/11 attacks, and he goes, "Hold on, why is an angel in Jakarta, Indonesia, in a strip mall for the 9/11 attacks of America?" I lost it. It was so fucking funny.
Yeah, because it was like an angel has touched down to repent our sins. Repent our sin. He's like, no one has ever said that
No
before.
one has ever thought that before. Oh, it's so funny. I don't watch a lot of his streams, but like I'll see his stuff come up, like clips of his streams. Like,
Yeah,
damn,
same.
he's just got such a deadpan, like this is how it is sense of humor, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
think
it so
I've
much.
only like seen him on TikTok.
Yeah, yeah.
But kind of a tangent. How do y'all feel about Pete Davidson as a comic and a person, or either or? Are you eating like communion chips right now?
No. I'm eating Neckos. They're like old like granny wafers, not like candy wafers.
So communion chips.
Yes, communion chips.
Yeah, those are communion chips. What the fuck?
Oh, good. I like it.
But like,
so I really think Pete Davidson is funny as a person. I don't really care for his stand-up just because like I don't like his pacing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw something today and it was like a minute of Pete Davidson just being weird. And it's when he was doing like the interview where they just eat spicy stuff. And,
yeah,
like talk during it.
Once.
And then or whatever it is.
There's a clip where he's like visibly sweating and like tearing up. He's like, "This is my 9/11."
Well,
because his dad
I would say
was a firefighter.
His dad was
like,
a firefighter during that, and like people went hard on that during the roast of Pete Davidson.
Yeah, and then there's also one, and then the guy was like, "Yeah, so this sauce is actually called the Widowmaker." He's like, "They should start calling my mom that." Like, I don't know, like I get it, it's funny, but that's just like all of his material.
Yeah.
Like my dad is dead in 9/11.
Right.
But it can be funny.
It can be funny. Well,
yeah, he can go
like I watched his.
Oh, he can go.
We're all just talking over each other today.
I'll stop. Start again. 3, 2, 1. So his Netflix special, it wasn't bad. I laughed, but he had one like bit talking about Ariana Grande because they dated for a little while, and I don't know.
In my opinion, he could go a little far sometimes. Like he got into some weird, like I remember 1 or 2 jokes. He just got a little too far into like joking about having sex with his mom. I was like, okay, that's a little weird. And I don't know him as a person. I've been told that he's kind of like a prude a little bit. Like he's a little bit of a dickish prick. But if you're a comedian on SNL, it just kind of comes with the with the royalties there. But
so I feel like a lot of comedians settle into their shtick and then that just becomes who they are.
Right. Yep. So speaking about 9/11, I seen something today that's
all right.
That's about as good as a segue as I swear I don't have herpes.
Yeah, I'm not racist, but kind of situation.
But no, I seen something today. It was like r/history on Reddit has a 20-year like minimum or maximum of time that you can like before something can be memed about in that subreddit. And we're like, like someone was like, "Oh shit, it's 2021." Like, oh fuck.
There's only 2 more weeks.
It's only 2 more weeks. People are gonna be putting so much shit in that subreddit. That's gonna explode with 9/11 memes.
I mean,
that sentence should not be legal. 9/11 memes should not be a legal phrase.
I remember South Park was saying that their guideline is it's 22.3 years. 22.3. Yeah, that's what they say. Is that that's their rule. They can joke about it after 22.3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's a lie because they immediately joke about it.
Yeah,
I think the one thing I've seen even related to that is like national tragedies are like cows. You can stop milking them after 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of cows, Have you guys seen the shit about people taking like what is it, evanescent or the
The horse
dewormer,
drug.
the livestock dewormer,
Yeah.
as like
No?
instead of getting
Saw that.
the fucking COVID vaccine, people are just taking horse dewormers,
Yeah.
and
And
it's
then they're
like,
like shitting out their intestinal lining. And
yeah.
they're like, look at all the worms
Oh
coming
my
out.
look at all the worms
God.
coming out. It's like, are you fucking? You're dying.
Wow.
Natural selection, man. That's all I have to say.
Oh, it's like really? That's where we're at. We're denying the fucking vaccine, and we're just eating horse dewormers. Like, what the fuck, people? Christ.
What the fuck?
You do what you gotta do. My body
My
can
body.
take horse dewormers.
Like people
That's
talking about their car
disgusting.
when it's low on fuel. Like, I know my car. It can make it. I know my body. I can make it.
Unrelated, but eating these chips, I feel like Han from Fast and the Furious.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
no, sorry, I'm thinking to myself.
Oh, okay. I just
Sorry.
seen. I forgot that the Fast 9 came out. And I was like,
Oh,
I just
already?
saw that on Google Movies. It's like that you could buy it. And I'm like, oh fuck. Guess I need to go watch
They
that
take
movie now.
A car to
To
space.
space. And John Cena's in it, which I don't care for.
He's been showing up in so many. I just saw a
I
trailer
know.
today about a new movie, and
Yeah.
like,
Jumanji
he's been
7?
busy.
Is
What?
it Jumanji 7?
What happened
It-
to what happened to like 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, and 7?
Did they already? I feel like they come out with a Jumanji every other week.
Because what was it? It's Jumanji 2.
There's
was
the
most
original
recent one.
Jumanji, and then Jumanji like Into the Jungle or something like that.
Right. And then
then the
Jumanji 2,
sequel
the
to
next
that one.
level. Yeah.
Isn't there a third one? I swear
No.
there was a third one.
No, it's just the 2.
Mhm.
Well, then what movie is John Cena in where he's on a boat?
Is that
It
Jungle
looks like
Cruise?
it's no,
The
that's
new Disney
The
one?
Rock.
That's The Rock. That's right. That's The Rock.
or not John Cena. I'm thinking of the Rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jungle Cruise was The Rock.
Yeah. Okay, so with the Jumanji movies, the new ones, I've only seen the second one. Let me tell you, that movie will be is a bad movie as a sequel because it re-explains everything from the first movie. It's great when you've never seen the first one and you and your friends just got a bunch of alcohol and went to a drive-through or a drive-in movie.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. I saw Jumanji 2 at a drive-in, and I
Yeah.
didn't watch a single part of it.
Yeah,
I don't
haven't
remember-
seen the second one.
It was me and then a couple friends of ours. We went, and I don't remember what it was, a double feature, and I don't remember what the first movie was, but we watched both of them. I only remember Jumanji 2. What a bad movie.
It's a fever dream, man. It's a fever dream.
It's a fever dream. It's not even a bad movie. It's a fever dream movie. It's,
The first one's kind of funny though. Jack Black
Yeah.
really makes the whole thing.
yeah. I like Jack Black in that.
I like Jack
And
Black and like everything.
Karen
he does.
Gillian?
I like Jack Black, and yeah, Karen Gillan.
I don't even know who that is.
Nebula.
Who?
Amy Pond in Doctor Who, and Nebula in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, okay.
Did you watch the newer What If episode?
I did. I was talking to Wells, like, I haven't been enjoying him. I liked that one a little bit more than the other ones so far.
Yeah. So that one wasn't bad.
Is there one that just came out like recently?
On Wednesday.
It was
yeah.
What If like the Earth's greatest heroes died or along those lines.
Basically, what if all the Avengers were killed during Fury's big week? Is what it was.
Yeah.
During what?
Fury's big week, like his week of
When he
collecting
went
all
to
the
recruit it.
Avengers.
Oh, okay. I've only seen the first one and the second one. I have not seen the third one yet.
Gotcha.
Third one, it's my favorite so far.
Yeah, my problem with the first two so far is that they're so they're campy. I'm like, I can handle camp. I love the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. I can handle camp.
Yeah.
They're campy and then just bad hokey writing on top of it. And it's just so tongue-in-cheeky jokes, and it's like, hey, Thanos is a good guy now. He's kind of just like an alt-right Breitbart subscriber, and it's like, really, it's not funny.
but I do think I'm also getting more used to the animation as well, which
Yeah.
might be why I like it. But
Yeah.
I really don't care for the animation.
I
Like,
don't either.
I don't look at
It's
it.
not the
and
worst thing in
think
the world,
that's
but yeah,
good.
it's very like safe animation.
It's
That's-
yeah. I mean, it's like yeah, like I can get behind it, but like I know we were talking during the first one. There's no power behind anything. So many of the fight
Yeah.
scenes are just bland and boring.
Weightless. It's very
weightless.
weightless.
Yeah.
Especially
like,
in this
yeah.
third one,
Yeah.
like with how they were, like I don't want to spoil it for them.
Yeah, I don't-
with how
it's-
they were, like doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Or just, I did like how they brought in like the same setting as Edward Norton's Hulk, though.
Yeah, that was. I mean,
That
that
was-
was cool. It was a nice little like reference to those that have.
Yeah, which
I've
I'm glad
actually
I
watched
watched
that
it.
Right.
Because I would have been very confused
Yeah.
without it. But
Yeah. Fuck. There was something I was gonna say about it. I can't remember now.
I mean, I can understand due to it having to come out like weekly. I can understand that kind of situation.
Yeah, but they've had it made
yeah, but
for a
they've
while.
like they've already
True,
released
true.
teasers for. Like we know there's going to be zombie Captain America.
excited-
at some
I'm
point, so they
excited
have
for-
that animated.
I'm excited for the zombies one because I used to read those comics when I was a kid, like the
Mhm.
zombie comics. They used to terrify the hell out of me. But like this Spider-Man, I don't know if you guys ever read it, but like when they did the zombie Spider-Man shit, it got pretty deep because it talked about like him still holding on to memories about like Mary Jane and his aunt and stuff like that. And it was like, damn, that's kind of sad.
I wish I read more of like because like I love Spider-Man. That was my like Marvel hero growing up.
Yeah,
I
same.
wish I would have read more of the comics. Like I never got them. I never asked my parents for them. My dad
Mhm.
never really like had comics to pass on. So I was like, I
Right.
wish I grew up reading them more because now I'm like getting to that point like with like the Marvel stuff, breaking down Marvel. I'm learning more about these comics they're getting influence from. Like, oh damn, that's a cool story. I wish I would have like known about that growing up. I wish I would have had that.
Right. I read a little bit of comics when I was a kid. Like the library had like thick books
Hmm.
of all the comics from like the original series, to even the modern stuff, and it's pretty good. But you can also probably find it online, to be honest.
Right. I've been going through now. It's like I have a phone. I can get Google Books on my phone. I'm just gonna go. I've been reading through the Darth Vader Marvel comics. That's
Right. And also you can. There's some pretty cool dudes on TikTok that like run through like
Yeah.
comics nowadays too, which is pretty cool.
yeah.
So, like breakdowns and stuff on TikTok and YouTube are where I get all of my actual comic book knowledge. Like that's one thing. Like I've never actually been interested in reading comics. Like I don't know why. Like I love the material, but
Mhm.
I'm definitely a movie person. So like that's how I like absorbing it.
Yeah.
But I also know comics have the ability to go a lot further in depth
Hmm.
than
Mhm.
movies can.
I'll tell you, that's kind of my thing too. Is like I know that if I had the comics, I probably still wouldn't have read them. It's like I was also just more. I'm still am just more of a movie person. Even books, like I'll get a book and then have to get the audiobook just to listen to it read to me. So while I'm going through.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like
Um,
there was this one thing circulating through like Facebook and Twitter, and it was along the lines of like, I just don't get why books to TV shows is so hard. Like why can't each chapter be an episode and stuff like that? And people are like, you don't understand, one, the human attention span, and two, how little stuff is packed into a single chapter most
Right.
of the time.
Right.
Like you can
It's
have
like
one
books
chapter
can-
that's purely exposition.
Yeah.
Like
I
that
was
would not
saying-
make a good episode.
Book can have long chapters, but if you try to put that to screen, it could just be 2 minutes. It's
I mean,
there's just
like,
so much
yeah. I
detail
mean,
in that
look
book.
look at the Harry Potter series. You know, there's so much cut content
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
books to the movies. I mean, I love both the books and the movies. Fuck J.K. Rowling, but I love the books and the movies like a lot. And there's definitely like a major difference. And like some situations, it can be like just minor character stuff, or it could be like major differences. You know.
Hmm. All right, the books. I liked the books, and I got to like. I think I got up to Goblet of Fire when I was reading them in school. You know, before I got hit with that gifted kid with depression, and now I don't read anything anymore.
Right.
When I enjoyed reading, I read up to the fourth book. I love them. I love those books. I can't stand the movies. I don't know what it is. I've gone
Really?
through and I've
You
sat
don't like
through
the
the
movies?
movies. No, I don't like them. I feel like, like I don't know. There's 8 movies for 7 books, and I feel like for 5 movies, there's nothing happening. It's exposition of the world for 5 movies. I feel like. I mean, like,
I like them.
I love them. I
I
love
don't
them.
know.
I'll die for 'em.
I love the last 2 movies. That's cool. Like, there's stuff happening. I feel like
I
there's
mean,
stake in the
how
world.
old were you when you first started watching the movies, though?
I literally just went and like binged them all like a couple months ago.
Well, I'm talking about like watch Chamber of Secrets and like Sorcerer's Stone
Oh,
for the first time.
for the first time, real little.
Because this came
Probably.
out in like 2001. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying, like, I just grew up with them. Like, I literally have, it's not up here anymore, but I have like Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets on VHS, and like we watched them all the time when I was little.
Well,
and
see,
like I remember being scared of Goblet of Fire when it came out. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
it was just like my family's thing where we watched all of them whenever they
Yeah.
were on.
honestly, I always watched them on the 25 Days of Christmas on ABC's 25 Days
Yeah,
of Christmas.
yeah,
So they always
yeah.
put the first
So-
4. So it's like, I liked them. I had those 4 all the time, but it's like, I don't know. I just don't like them.
So
Goblet of Fire is good.
my mom is a massive Harry Potter fan.
Mhm.
Like, she used to collect shit. Like, we used to own a restaurant on Main Street, and either during Halloween or a celebration or like a birthday or during the that was when all the new movies were being released, we would decorate the entire restaurant as Harry Potter. We would have like we would have the Dementors on the ceiling. We would have the eating book. We had like a homemade version of the Sorcerer's Stone. We had the chest. We had everything. We had custom made wands. We even had a whole menu of food dedicated just to Harry Potter food. So, like, Harry Potter's a really big thing in my hell. When my mom used to be a photographer at Sears, there's a photo shoot of me dressed up as Harry Potter. So, yeah. So, my life is very into Harry Potter.
How many times has she been to Universal Studios?
I've never been to Universal Studios. She's been there like 2-3 times.
So that's like Trey, were you? I think you were already graduated, but the marching band went to Disney. You
I
would
was
have gone
already
your like
graduated.
first year, right?
We
Then
went
you went to San Diego.
We went to San Diego. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we went to Disney World, and like we went to all the parks and stuff. But I just know I would enjoy Universal Studios far more than I would enjoy Disney World.
That's what my mom said. She went to Florida with Erica for like a cheer thing or whatever, like a cheer competition, and she said she went both to Disney World or whatever it is in Florida, and she went to Universal Studios. She said she loved both, but she adored the Wizarding World 10 times more.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'd
say,
say
I just know I would enjoy that.
I probably now would enjoy Disney World more because of Galaxy's Edge. That's like
That's fair.
that's it. Because we did go. I guess my freshman year for band, we went to San Diego, and we went to Universal for that in San Diego. But we didn't do the we didn't hardly do anything there. I don't remember. We walked around the park mostly. We didn't actually do much of any of the attractions.
So when we went for band, we went to like a different park in Disney World each day, which was like fun. Magic Kingdom was super cool because that's like where the castle is and everything. And they had it was a Star Wars fireworks show actually, and like with the smoke and everything, they were like projecting scenes from the newer Star Wars movies onto it, and like the lights. And it was pretty fucking cool. But like, I'm not a huge Star Wars person, so like it didn't have the effect on me it would for others.
So
But,
you guys did
like
different parks each day? Like you spent time in different parks each
yeah,
day?
there's like Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Epcot, a couple others.
We didn't do that. We spent because like Disneyland has a few parks, but it was kind of just like, all right, go where you want. We're spending the whole day here, and it's like, oh, so I can't do much. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we spent the whole day at every park we went to.
Yeah.
But Animal Kingdom, it was like cool, but it was kind of boring. I really liked whichever one has Tower of Terror. I don't remember what park that is, but one kid in band, I'm not gonna say his name, but he legitimately peed himself on it because he's scared of heights. And then you're like going through this thing, and you get to like the top of the tower, and then it opens up so you can see the whole park. He peed his pants.
I honestly,
so
I
funny.
probably would do the same. I cannot do heights at all. That's my
Really?
one thing is I can't do heights.
I mean, I can't do heights either. I'm terrified of heights. Like I can't stand on a chair without having a panic attack. But I love roller coasters. Like it makes no sense. I love roller coasters.
Hate roller coasters.
Well, we all got to go to Kings Island.
I don't. Where the hell is Kings Island at?
Mason.
It's near Cincinnati. Yeah, Mason, Ohio.
I don't think I've ever been there.
We went for Pantasia when I was in Pantasia, but those roller coasters aren't that bad.
We went to Cedar Point. Yeah, no, those aren't that bad. Kings Island's not that bad. I can do Kings Island.
They're pretty low key.
But no, we went to Cedar Point one year for band. Oh my god, that was a miserable time for me. I couldn't even do, because like Iron Dragons at Cedar Point, and even that was like, that's like low tier of everything, and I was just like, I'm freaking out.
That's a kid's ride, dude. You're basically
I panicked. It wasn't even like scary. I just went into full on panic because I had never done anything like that before, and so it was just
you're in a giant, like the boat one too. That's
yeah, you're in a giant pod.
I panicked
with a fucking seatbelt and a fucking.
I panicked.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Panicked.
We're gonna take Trey to Cedar Point. We're gonna throw him on Millennium Force.
Oh,
we're gonna put him on the...
That's the best roller coaster there. In my
Maggie
opinion.
fucking doubting me and shit. What's up with that?
But I don't know. When I was younger, like I still kind of do. I get motion sickness, like, but if I don't think about it, I don't. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm on a roller coaster and then I start thinking about how I'm getting jostled around and like how my stomach is feeling, then I'm like, oh. But if I throw up, I immediately feel better, and then I just keep going. But like I used to not really like roller coasters, and then my dad and my sister and I would always go to Cedar Point, and then my sister would get upset if I would like get sick. I was like, what do you expect? Like,
what do you want from me?
But like every time I've been for band and stuff, it hasn't been that bad. I just try not to eat anything that day, and it's usually fine.
I remember I went there one time for it was either like the end of Halloween weekends or July 4th, where no one was paying attention to the roller coaster rides. They were more paying attention to the fireworks. I got to ride on the Raptor like 6 times in a row. Because like no one would be in line, so it would just be me and like 2 other friends. So we would just, this is so much more fun than looking at stupid fucking fireworks. I get to ride the Raptor and Valor even as many times as I want. You know, I don't have to pay for Fastlane, which is like $100.
Raptor was the first roller coaster I ever rode, and I like that one, but the way like the overhead thing comes down, my head just gets beat up every time I ride. I do really like Gatekeeper though. That one I do enjoy.
Gatekeeper's really fun. I really like
gatekeeping.
All right. I really like Steel Vengeance a lot. That's the newest ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I've been on that one. I think last time I went was probably like 2.5 years ago. It's been a while.
Is Steel Vengeance? I mean, I know it's newer. That's the one that like spells out Ohio though, if you look at it from a certain direction of the park, right?
Think so, yes.
Like
well,
it
used to be the Mean Streak.
Maybe that's what. Yeah, okay.
Which was a completely wooden ride, but now it's a hybrid where it's wood and steel together.
Yeah,
okay, Maggie,
Gaslight Girl
Mean
Boss.
Streak was so wild.
Maggie, if you come to Ohio, we'll plan a thing where all of us can go to Cedar Point.
That would.
I will hold everyone's bags. Don't you worry.
Crazy. If you actually get to go this time.
Yeah, as long as I don't have a fucking dog that dies the literal day before we go to a Cedar Point trip, I'll go.
That's like a core memory for me. I remember we were at like Penny's house all eating breakfast, and then someone was like, "Where's Trey?" And then she was just like, his dog died last night. And we were all just like, "Oh."
Yeah, I literally, like, my dog was super fucking sick that night. So I text her, I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna go. My dog's not gonna make it. I'd rather just not fucking go to Cedar Point. And then, like, everyone starts posting shit on Snapchat. It's like, all my friends are having fun and my dog just died.
It would have been funnier, though, if you just went to Cedar Point and just...
for sad the whole time.
Just like your dog later.
Because I was in Josh's van, and on the way there, he got pulled over for the first time ever.
See, that's why I'm glad
going,
I didn't end up going with you guys because of the stories I heard when you guys got back.
It was so funny though, because I was passenger, and it's the first time I'd ever been in a car that got pulled over. So I was trying not to laugh the whole time, because I think in the car it was Josh driving, and I was in the passenger seat, and then it was like James, Maddie, and Rachel were in the back, and it was just so funny because he was like, "You know how fast you were going?" He's like, I think 72, because I think Josh, if I remember correctly, Josh thought it was like a 65, so he was going like 72, and then it was like a 60, so he was going 12 over instead of 7 over. And then, but yeah, that was fun. And then we all got to the part because the other car was like Austin, Faye, Alex. I want to say there was one other person. Oh, Grace. And we're like, yeah, Josh got pulled over. That's why you got here first.
Ugh.
I actually had a memory come up recently about that, because there was a picture of Josh and I. We were both wearing like extra small sweatshirts that were in the gift shop.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not an extra small person, so.
You talking about that, saying Josh's first time getting pulled over. I fucking remember going to BG with Patrick. We were picking up records and stuff from Finders, coming home, and it's like 7, 8 o'clock at night, and it's like fall or winter, so it's like it's dark already by now. And he's like, I got a tail light, or I got a headlight out, so I really hope I can just get home. And like, and he looks at me, he's like, the headlight's in that glove box. I'm like, awesome. I don't know why you didn't just put it in. So we're driving back home, and before we even leave BG, a cop is coming head on with us, and all of a sudden I hear Patrick go, shit, just like mumbling softly. He stops at the stop sign, crosses, the cop like does a U-turn in the intersection, gets behind him, or I guess like they get behind him, and then they wait till he's like in front of a fire department to pull him over. So he stops, pulls over in the fire department parking lot, blocking any fire truck that would have to get out. And cop walks up, and she's like, "Sir, can you please pull forward so the fire department can get out if they need to?" He goes, "Oh yeah, sure, no problem." Also, his music's playing. I got Beach Boys blasting out of this van while this cop is talking to him. So he pulls forward. She comes up behind him. Actually, I think she got in front of him so that she wasn't blocking it. But then she comes back to the car, and she goes, "Can you turn the music down, sir?" He goes, "Yeah, sure." He turns it down, not off, just down. So good vibrations, still, getting picked up. and she's talking to him, walked away, and I'm like, "Patrick, you need to turn the music down more." And he's like, "No, it's fine. She just told me to turn it down." I'm like, "Okay, that means off." Like,
that just means off.
So imagine that body cam footage, just walking up to a vehicle and good vibrations slowly getting louder.
Up, good vibrations.
Can you turn that down? Sure.
Wait, sorry, it's on an odd number. Let me just.
Yeah, sorry, it's on an odd number. So he gets the ticket or warning. I think it might have been a warning because he said he already had one. So he gets the warning, and then we get back home. We get back into town. Another cop pulls him over.
Oh my god.
It's like stops him. "Sir, do you know you have a headlight out?" "Yeah, I literally just got stopped in BG." "All right, here's a warning. Have a good night." Like, god damn.
Wow. That sucks.
I love it.
Wow, those are okay.
Those are small.
For audio listeners.
Why is like that quality so good? Maybe I just need to sit like closer.
Yeah, maybe. Nope.
Jesus.
Damn, is this a 40-year-old man's Facebook?
I've never been pulled over, but my dad,
really?
he loves getting his windows tinted. That's like his thing. Ohio legal limit is like 50%, and that means like 50% of the light coming in is being shown.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a place in BG that'll do 30% if you ask. So my dad's always gotten 30%, 30% of the light coming in, and like with his Mustang, they just look super dark. And in high school, we had the Memorial Day parades where we would go and then get to like the cemetery. And my dad would always want to show up for those because he's like a military guy. And that exit by like we can take like West Main Cross, go down that exit of the highway. He got pulled over on that for his window tint. The next for the Memorial Day parade, he got pulled over in the exact same spot. And like he told the cop, he's like, "This is so funny. This is the second year in a row it's happened right here." And like it was a running joke because he's always done that with his vehicles. So it was a running joke when I was a kid. Like when my sister and I were in the car, whenever we'd see a cop, we'd be like, "Roll your windows down."
That's funny.
All slam the window down, bud.
You just unlocked a core memory.
Okay.
So I'm in JP's car. This was not the this was the boat. This was the boat before it got totaled.
Yeah.
So we're in the boat. It's a Grand Marquis. And we look over. It's Patrick, JP, and I. Patrick looks over. He's in the passenger seat and looks over and goes, "Hey, JP, where's your mirror? The fucking right side mirror had been like ripped off of the car." And like no one noticed until Patrick called it out. We were almost back to JP's house. Like we were on Main Street. And JP's like, "Oh yeah, I need to get that fixed." Almost as soon as he says it, a fucking SUV, a sheriff's SUV rolls up right beside him, right on that side where the mirror is. And JP, we start cracking up. He's like, "Shut the fuck up. Look forward. Do not look at that fucking cop. I swear to fucking God, if you draw his attention to this fucking car." We did not get pulled over.
Wow. I don't think I have any funny cop stories. I've gotten away because my parents know like every cop in the in the area. So like I've gotten away from many tickets because of my parents' connections to the force.
You know who I am.
Yeah. Do you not know the Smith, sir? You're fucking with the wrong Smith today.
I've been pulled over so much. It's ridiculous how much I've been fucking pulled over since I've gotten my license. And like I've only gotten 2 tickets, both times for speeding, which first time bullshit, second time I'll admit to I was to flying home. But also these were like a year apart, so don't even worry. It's like 2 years apart. So one of the times I got pulled over, coming home from a show choir competition that I'd already graduated. It was me, Krash, and Karina, and we were going to watch it. Coming home from the Cleveland area, and basically outside of BG, I get pulled over by a cop. And I was like, I had my cruise set, I checked my lights, everything was good, and I see the cop, and I'm like, I look at like Christian, I'm like, "How much do you want to bet he's gonna pull me over?" And as soon as I pass him, I see the cop pull out of his parking spot. I'm like, "Here we go."
Wow.
Lights come on, I stop. He comes up to the car and he goes, "How you doing tonight, sir?" And I'm like, "Good." He's like, "So where are you headed?" "I'm headed back home." And he's like, "Oh, okay." It's like, "Oh, so you're not that far from home then?" I'm like, "No, not at all. I'm like 15 minutes away from home." He's like, "Oh, okay. Well, do you know why I pulled you over today?" I'm like, "Not a clue, honestly." And he's like, your rear license plate light is out." My what? My rear what? He's like, "Yeah, you just want to get that fixed. I'll just give you a warning." I'm like, "My what? There's a light on the license plate?"
I've never seen it.
Really?
I'm in the car.
And I was like, that was the first time in my life I'd ever heard that there was a light on the rear license plate. I was pissed. I was so fucking mad. And Christian and Karina are cracking up. I'm like, what the fuck? Why did I just get pulled over for that? It's not even my car. I was driving my mom's goddamn Chevy Cruze. I was so mad.
Say, people get real creative about that because, like, I think it was Florida. They had to like ban tinted license plate covers because 1, you couldn't really see the license plate at night, and 2, people were putting films over them so that if a red light camera snapped a photo, it would like be white out. I'm like, that's pretty good.
That's
though.
smart.
Yeah,
You know, I pulled you over today,
think-
sir. Yeah, it seems that you're out of headlight fluid.
Yeah, I
Yeah, get
I
that shit.
am so surprised I've not gotten pulled over for that yet. Like, I got pulled over the second day I had my license because I forgot to turn my headlights on in town on a main street where there's lights every goddamn centimeter. Like, I couldn't even tell my own lights weren't off.
Mhm.
And this cop waited for me to get practically out of town before he pulled me over. It's like, God fucking Christ.
So I can't remember if I told you the story, but like I drive a black Ford Focus. That's the car I have.
Mhm.
And I got my windows tinted, and because my dad took me to the place in BG, they're 30%, so they're very dark. Well, when they did that, they turned my lights off, which I like didn't process because I dropped it off in the day, picked it up in the day. That night I was home, I was running to Dairy Queen, and I was going, and then like I turned on to
Jared's cutting out. Jared, you're cutting out.
West Main
You-
Cross, and then some lights were like flashing me. I was like, oh, there must be a cop up ahead or something. Okay, go. What's the last thing you heard? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're still freezing on camera, but I
I'm.
can hear you now. Okay, you're good. You're good.
I was sitting still.
Okay.
What was
I
the
don't
last thing you heard?
honestly. It was all cut up, and then I heard something about I think West Main Cross.
Last thing I heard was
Okay.
you went to the shop.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
That was like the
so-
last thing.
Got my windows tinted, 30%, very dark.
hmm
So they turned my lights off when they were working on it, which I did not know because I picked it up in the day. And then I went to go get Dairy Queen that night, and I was like, okay. So I turned on West Main Cross, and then cars start flashing me, and I was like, oh, there must be a cop up ahead or something. Okay, didn't see a cop. Get to Dairy Queen, go through the drive-through. Like, wonder why they were flashing. I didn't see anything. Come back down West Main Cross. Cars are flashing me. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, there's no cop. What? Like at this point, like 7 different cars have flashed me,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, huh, it's kind of dark. And then I realized my lights were on. So it was like 9 p.m. and I'm driving a black car with
Oh.
black windows.
I
Without lights on.
my family and I recently went to Elyria to go see my grandmother, and my mom just got a Kia Soul, like a few months ago, and so she had the auto lights, like the Kia Souls have the auto lights.
Yeah.
They turn on when it gets dark enough. They turn off when it gets bright enough. Well, we were going there and it was raining. It was storming. It was completely cloudy, foggy, and rain. So it was pretty dark, but her lights didn't come on. And so we didn't know this. I didn't realize it. I'm not the one driving. And so people are flashing her, and we're like, oh, maybe there's a cop up ahead. It's like, wasn't a cop. There wasn't a cop for the next, 40 miles. And then she gets flashed again at some point, an hour later. And she's like, why are people flashing me? Like, what is happening? I'm like, are your lights on? She's like, yeah, they're on auto. And I'm like, but are they on? She's like, yeah, they're on auto. And she's getting upset with me. And I'm like, but are they on? They're on auto, but are they on? And she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, is there a green light on your dash? And she's like, no. I'm like, they're not on. Like, you just flick them on. She's like, well, they were on auto. I'm like, doesn't always work.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they're on.
It's like it doesn't always work. I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes it's just not dark enough.
What is it
They're
based on?
auto.
Is it based on the light source or is it based on time? Because I know some of them are based on time.
I think it's
light source.
Both. Yeah.
Because if you go through a tunnel,
I was
they'll
gonna say,
turn on.
Yeah, because I've gone
Okay.
under trees where it's gotten dark enough, and my lights will turn on, my screen dash will get brighter and everything. So
Yeah.
Yeah, see, my mom's Kia does not have auto, but my dad's does, and I'm pretty sure that's time based. But he drives a Honda Pilot, so I don't know if that's
Honda.
Say what year is it?
2016.
It might be
Damn.
light source then.
Yeah,
I always thought
I
it was time
assumed,
based.
but
I've
I
driven
feel like
through tunnels
time
and
based
it's rough.
isn't accurate though.
Yeah, I was gonna say because yeah,
Because
I mean you
like
can
it would
get
have to
sunrise
be
and sun up. but you-
specifically programmed to every vehicle. Because
Right.
it's in the summer the sun's out more in Ohio than it is in Florida. It gets darker earlier in Florida. So
Yeah.
like
I was
Well,
like,
fuck Florida then.
fuck Florida then.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
it's
be
all
driving to
right.
Florida.
Florida's a COVID hotspot. In a few years, we're just gonna they're not going to be a state anymore.
Well, did you see the news? A Florida judge blocked because the governor was trying to make it so schools didn't have to wear masks, and a judge like blocked it, so they have the option to if they want, because officials want to make sure everyone stays healthy, and the governor was like, why?
God.
Yeah, fuck those kids.
A memory came up from a cousin of mine, and like she had sent her kids to school with masks, but the like whole mouth was cut out, and I was like, really? Like wow, you're so funny. Fucking go fuck yourself. Like seriously, go to hell.
Like
I don't get those people, man.
On campus, we like masks are required indoors. So in my dorm, we're supposed to heavily enforce them and everything. And after we had like floor meetings on Sunday, and we were supposed to tell everyone, we're like, so most of you have been here for like a week already. You know, masks are required. So after today, we're writing up anyone we see without a mask on right away. And I told my residents that. And like, there was one kid, like he just doesn't wear one. Like on Move-In, we gave him one. He put it on, and then later he went to get groceries, came back without one, and then like next day, same story. Like, but because I work the front desk a lot and he's my resident, I'm trying to make it like a camaraderie thing. So it could be like, hey, put your mask on. He's like, you got me, like stuff like that. So it doesn't feel like I'm like I don't want to be an asshole, but like it's not that hard.
Right. I was like, and
like,
I like
even if you don't agree with it,
yeah,
it's a private property.
I was gonna say too, like I understand like the whole like, well, I'm vaccinated, but it's like still wear it. Like it's not even like it's like it
well
just
did you
wear
see
it.
OSU, like I'm sure you saw the OSU news
is mandating vaccines.
Yeah, they're like because Pfizer got FDA approved, they're like everyone has to get it vaccinated, and UC is still trying to figure out how they're gonna do it, because someone I talked to, they're like the student body president sort of. So they're in meetings about all that stuff with like the higher ups on campus. And she was like, yeah, expect an email soon. But I guess what UC is going to try to do is make it mandatory for professors and like faculty and staff first instead of students. I was like, that's fair. Like it's a smaller amount so they can get through them quicker and then make it mandatory for students. But I don't know. It'll definitely be interesting because they're going to do that, because like OSU is making it mandatory by like October 1st or something like that, like at least one dose. But now, you know, every clinic in the Columbus area is going to be booked out their ass. Because like UC, it's like a record admission of like 46,000 plus this year. Like, that's just wild.
Also, I've been talking to my mom's neighbor, like we were talking the other night during Balloon Fest. So the other night being like 3 weeks ago.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. And we were talking, and it's like, you know, immunocompromised people can get a third one, and I'm like, shit, I'm gonna have to go get a third one. I'm just gonna have to go do that. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a booster.
Right.
Because I think it was Johnson & Johnson. They were saying their booster is like incredibly effective, but I don't think Pfizer.
Wasn't Johnson & Johnson though the one that people had started having reactions to it?
Yeah.
That's why you don't trust a soap company.
Oh. Fuck soap.
Fuck soap. Fuck big soap.
Yeah, fuck big soap.
Everyone buy that stupid fucking Dr. Squatch soap, all right?
God.
All my homies hate big soap.
You're not a dish.
Support small soap.
Support small soap. All my homies hate big soap.
What's your guys' opinion on off topic, but what's your guys' opinion about the whole Nevermind Baby thing?
Oh, the Nirvana cover, that baby that was like
the Nevermind cover, the baby who is now grown up
in the pool. You know what it is.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry,
he's
I
trying
think
to
that
sue.
whole situation's incredibly dumb.
He's trying to sue. Trey, do you know about this?
I don't.
Okay,
do you know what we're talking about though?
the Nevermind
yeah,
baby.
Yeah, on the
who
cover,
is,
the naked baby on the cover of the Nevermind.
with his
Yeah,
baby out.
Yeah.
He is now the actual baby who has grown up. He is now trying to sue Nirvana or their rights holders or whatever, for exploiting sexual content or child pornography.
So here is what I think. You can easily find pictures of this dude recreating the album cover in like 10 separate instances through his life.
6 or 7 times, yeah.
And then he also has, doesn't he have the album name tattooed on his chest?
On his chest.
Like, I understand, like, obviously he may have not realized what it was when he was younger, and like, but at the same time, like, that's 1000% not what they were intending behind it.
I was like, Maggie just said, like, he has the right to do it, but it's dumb that he's recreated it and is trying to do it. Like, he's not wrong,
Yeah.
but he's the wrong person to do it. Like,
Yeah.
like I can fully see it. Like, if it was just, hey, my penis was out as a baby and I don't want that. It's like, cool, yeah, fucking sure, you win that case. But it's like, you've supported the band, you've supported that album specifically, like, so do you care, or are you just fishing now? Like,
I can understand that. I don't understand the whole thing of them trying to chalk it up as child pornography. It's not child pornography at the slightest. If you're just saying because it's a naked baby, then fucking burn all of your fucking family scrapbooks, because there's at least like the front page of my family scrapbook is me in a bathtub.
But
so,
I mean, it's
I was gonna say the term
scrapbook stuff is more
implies
private.
sexual explicitity, and like it's obviously not of sexual nature. It's artistic.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. True. Nudity is not include.
Nudity does not imply pornography, but pornography
Yeah.
implies nudity.
Yeah. Exactly.
They're not mutually exclusive.
Well, that's not always the case too. There's a
softcore. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Well, even then, like hardcore clothes pornography.
Hardcore clothes pornography. I think we're about to break into a new market.
That's a band name.
All right, so let's get this. John Mulaney and West Nile Horan. Hardcore clothes porn. With mosquitoes.
But yeah, like he has full, rights to do that. I just think though he's not going to win it.
At the end of the day, the three of us are not lawyers. Really, it's like, what say do we have in this?
I don't have a lawyer license.
I don't want to speak without my lawyer present.
but I am on a podcast.
I feel like I learned too much about Landon's interests during this podcast.
Everyone has the right to represent themselves.
Like hardcore clothes porn.
That holds up in court. That's going to be evidence number 1.
Yeah. I can't wait until we get canceled for this podcast specifically. Like nothing else we do, not the streams, not the like past 3 years of streaming. This show will be what brings us down.
I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy to be here.
Okay, look, Maggie, those 2 points, I'm just using them as examples. I'm not using them as personal attachments.
I wouldn't want to get sued with anyone else except you guys.
I wouldn't want to get sued by big hardcore clothes porn with anyone.
I don't want to get sued by Big Soap.
By Big Soap. It sounds like it should be a rapper. Like it's
Big
what
Soap.
up? I'm Big Soap.
I don't trust those Irish Spring bars, bro.
I don't trust the little mini shampoos you get in hotels.
Yeah, and he gets into Big Soap gets into a rap feud with a Lil Suds.
Little Suds.
Little Sud.
All right. Well, I think this is a good place to end it.
All right. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been Idiosyncrasies. We'll be back next week with another episode. Those are Little Soap, Trey, not Big Soap. That's true. Those are Little Soap. Thank you everybody for watching. That's gonna be it. Jared, send us out.
Idiosyncrasies.